What's happening, guys? How are you? All right, so we're getting loaded in here. Tonight's just kind of a test session for a lot of guys that want to run the NNR Cup Series. So it's not going to be a whole lot of calling racing and all that. Just really looking around, watching for some guys, keeping an eye on some others, checking out the veterans, and yeah, basically keeping an eye on the guys that uh, we think would be a good fit for the upcoming NNR Cup Series. So, all in all, it's going to be about 30 guys out here on track tonight, so it should be a really good field. We're going to be at Charlotte Motor Speedway. As you can see, we're starting out here at Michigan, and then we're also going to be at Dega. So it's going to be a good night of racing. It's going to be a lot of fun. Pinocchio Joe, thanks for coming out so far. As you can see, a long line of cars there on pit road, and a long line of cars here on the track as well. Looks like might have lost a couple. Not going to take a pace lap more than likely. Just kind of going through the field. Here's the 24 of Coey with the 88 of Outbreak to his outside. I'll just kind of introduce you to some of these guys. There we got the 84 of Cheese, or some other guys know him as Cheeseburger. To his outside is going to be the 4 of Unforgotten Shadow, the 33 of NNR Trippy, 47 of Honestly Your Bad, looks like he's lagged out, 48 of NNR Rowdy and his new ride for the season. Then we got the 38 of Fatless Dig, 16 of NNR Asbel. This will be his normal number. 9 car More Smoke, again normal number, returning veteran. 15 car King Mathers. King Mathers actually secured the American Ethanol Cup Series championship last night, so congratulations to him. 12 car Too Tough to Pass, also known as Boinana. So he's trying out for the first time in this 12. 73 of Jay Quims up from the Xfinity Series. Looks like Captain lagged out and something happened with him as well. There's the 34 of Alpha York, 49 of NNR Spurl, 2 cars Stout Whiskey, last night's American Ethanol Cup Race winner. 1 car of God Power, or NNR GP, returning again. And now we're back up front with the 24 Coey. Now we'll just kind of skip around the field. But thanks for being along for the ride. Absolutely appreciate it. What the owners and admins are really looking for in this stream is basically track awareness, line awareness, things like that. Basically making sure that when they're out there, not only are they using their mirrors, but they have a sense of other cars that are around them. Whether it's by sound or they just the way that they view other people out on track. The mirrors, which cam they use for driving, and so on. So that's what all this is about tonight. Again, 88 of King Outbreak. Outbreak did run a majority of the truck and Xfinity season last year with NNR, and then went on to pursue other leagues, but decided he wanted to try to come back again this year. And so far, running on that high side, running a pretty smooth, pretty clean line. Know that he's got some good equipment to be able to do that with. So good to see King Outbreak back on track. As I mentioned, Cheese 2081, which is who I'm on with right now. He also ran the Xfinity season from about halfway, maybe a little after halfway through the Xfinity season last year until now, or until the end of the season, rather. Showed to have a lot of speed late in the season, but unfortunately, with the timing in which he joined NNR, he was not chase eligible. So with a full season under this guy's belt this year, I think he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. Always very strong. Unforgotten Shadow. Don't really know a lot about him. I don't know a whole lot about him. There we go. That's a little bit better. Shadow. He's. I know that he ran in the American Ethanol Series under Alpha York. And if you caught the race last night, they did one hell of a job from Charlotte. So, so far, so good for the 4. And in our trip, also ran last year's Xfinity season. Something must have happened with Rowdy. He's all the way in the back, but I don't see any damage to the car. So let's kind of leave that as it is. Fatless Dig, again, another Xfinity season championship 4 member. Got a win in both the Xfinity and the Truck Series last year, and trying to make that move to Cup. And I personally think he'd be a pretty good fit. Asbel, what else is there to say about Asbel? At the end of last year, I actually got tired of interviewing the guy just because he's constantly winning. But the guy can hold a steady line. He tends to be a little aggressive at times. Sometimes it can be like the proverbial bull in a china shop. But his results can't be questioned. Right here in the middle of a 3 wide 15:33, 4 wide, actually. Not bad at all with the, what's that, 64 down low, 15 in the middle, 16 second row deep, 33 of Trippy all the way up top. And it looks like that's going to actually carry down a little bit further. Not bad, able to sort that out for himself. No wreck, good hands coming off of 3 and 4. Perfect way to be. Good job, guys. King Mathers was just part of that 4 wide, held his line. Good job by him. Again, he got the four car to his outside. So far, so good. All clean, all green. Not quite sure what happened to a couple guys to make them fall back. Again, guys, for those that are here, this is just a test session for the NNR Cup Series next year. This is not a points-paying race or anything like that. This is really just meant for the admins to be able to keep up or to go back and review. So far, I think they've done a pretty good job. But definitely thank you for coming out. One car got run low. Let's see. Good job by him to keep that down, let the field pass, don't cause any kind of an issue by coming back up on track. Good job. Two-car Stout Whiskey, their returning veteran driver and series admin. Helps out with the Cup Series that's run by Kobe. 9-car Remorse Smoke, really trying to make that position work for him. Actually, going to go ahead and run that 3 wide, keep the 33 and Trippy down. 9 washed up just a little bit, made the 2-car of Stout Whiskey kind of move up a tad. But that again is an example of track awareness. Stout felt that 9, or slightly might have seen that 9 to his inside, and he moved up right along with the 9 to avoid any kind of contact. That's what we mean by track awareness. Contact there. Looks like the 12 was a little swervy coming off that corner. I'm guessing he might have started a little bit higher of a preset, so the tires are starting to go away. We'll keep an eye on this 12 here for a lap or two. There we go. 12 car too tough to pass. Having to hold that bottom line all the way around. Didn't wash up. Not sure if that was a little bit of a lag punch by the guy in front of him, or if that was a little bit of a lag shot from the 12 himself. That looks like that was the end of the stage. So good job by all right there. So now we're going to rack and stack them back up. Everybody's going to get a chance to take it on down pit road, make any adjustments. Up until then, everybody was on an even keel, depending on what kind of a preset they started with. Looks like there's about 36 laps remaining. It looks like about 15 laps per stage, give or take. And I think right now they're on times wear, if I'm not mistaken. So everybody should be able to go the next stage on one tank of fuel as well. Again, wanted to thank everybody that's just now joining. Basically, just a test stream for a lot of guys that want to join up the NNR Cup Series in the upcoming season, just like you may have seen so far already for the truck and Xfinity. Not quite sure who streamed for the Xfinity. It wasn't me. But I heard it was, I'm sorry, not the Xfinity, for the truck, but it wasn't me. It's probably just a few random drivers. Gonna work my way back up towards the front again, and it's gonna be the Ford Unforgotten Shadow. Again, gotta love that gamer tag. I'm gonna guess he forgot to pit, so does the right thing and pulls down off the track, out of the way, and I imagine he'll be working his way down pit road here pretty soon. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and ride along with this 33 of NNR Trip. Going to dive on down underneath the 48, get right back to the back bumper of the 12, and it's kind of right here on the 33 for a while. Job to back it off a little bit, not to force the issue. 15 was kind of undecided and would have actually caused a little bit bigger of an issue if he took that forward wide right there. So good awareness by him. Right now, the two-car Stout Whiskey's leading this pack along. Again, this is just the first of 3 races. It's going to be here, then it'll be Charlotte and Talladega, and maybe not necessarily in that running order, but those are the 3 tracks that they'll be going to tonight. All 25% races with stages on. I believe that, again, the fuel is at 2 times wear. Could be 3. I don't believe so, though, because I'm pretty sure everybody would have to pit between the stages. I'm pretty sure it's just at 2 times wear right now. Yeah, not sure what's going on with the 80, with the 48. Definitely out of line, out of sync. Maybe he might have been lagging. Rowdy's kind of known for occasionally lagging. So because of what this race is meant to do, kind of show the skill of some of these guys, to make sure that that they can handle to be among the best on Xbox. So. Q-Dog, how are you, sir? Saying cheese for cup. Let's actually go ahead and catch up with Old Cheeseburger right now. There he is. Looks like he's on the inside of the 33 Trip right now, behind the 1 of God Power. Got the 15 to his outside, running towards the back of the pack, running a pretty smooth line, keeping it down, keeping it off the 15, not getting loose off the corner, staying in the draft. Cheese, Q-Dog, I tell you, I think Cheese could have been a contender in last year's, championship run if he had just, joined the Xfinity season a little bit earlier. But I'm looking whether he actually gets the nod from Coe, the other admins, for Cup, or if he stays in Xfinity under JPaw's new leadership. I'm expecting good job by the 84. Way to hold on to that. I'm expecting some pretty good things from Chief this year. By the way, for all you J-Pa Army fans, well, it's no longer the J-Pa Army. Supposedly now they're going to be known as the J-Pa Militia. And one and only Q-Dog there in chat is part of that. Way to dodge all that by that 84. Good job by him. 2 cars around. I think that should bring out the caution. If it doesn't, then maybe cautions are off. Not quite sure. Do know that damage is on. Either that or they didn't quite block the track, so the game kept the green out. Yep, J-Pop Militia. $33 down low, 24 of Coe was in the middle, 15 up high. All three came off of 1 and 2 completely unscathed. Good job by them. Again, everybody that's out there in chat, this is basically just a test session for those that want to try out for the NNR Cup season next, or this upcoming season. For the 3 tracks we're going to be running tonight here in Michigan. The other 2 tracks are going to be Talladega and Michigan. Definitely appreciate everybody hanging out for the ride. 333 is going to try a 3 wide. 2-car stout. He's going to come down and pinch him just a little bit. Got the 1 of God Power right underneath. 33's giving enough room to the 1. 2-car stout whiskey giving enough room to the 33. Going to come off of 1 and 2. Double wide rather than 3 wide. Good job by them. '16 of NNR Asbel. Asbel did very, very well in last year's Xfinity and Truck Series. You know, we're talking teens, you know, as far as wins go. I mean, I think he got like 19 wins on the season, if not maybe 1 or 2 more. So moving him to Cup is kind of the obvious answer. But at the same time, yeah, he can get it done in Xfinity and Truck, but can he get it done against, you know, the elite of NNR? Right now, he's got the 9 of a more smoke down below him. Got the 1 of NNR GP or God Power down on the bottom. Got the 2-car stout whiskey to the outside. Not quite sure why the camera does this, but it breaks away every single time. And I think what we're seeing right now, the 9 and the 16 with 2-car, you know, I think this could be, you know, if Asbel gets the permanent nod to run Cup, I think that could be what we'll see a lot of in the upcoming season. And I mean, the Aviator will be back on a part-time schedule due to school. Amore will be back. God Power will be back. Rowdy will be back. You know, there's going to be you know, Boehner will be back. There's going to be a lot of very, very fast guys that will be back in the Cup Series, and I think they're all going to be a very big challenge for Asbel. Here comes the 16. Look underneath the 1 right below the 2, 3 and 4 wide right now across the line. 2 up high, 33 a trip, and that's going to be the stage. So at the stage break, 16, like he's going to come across and probably grab that one. A good job by him. All right, so we're going to get stage 3 started here in just a second. All right, so bring it back up towards the front of the field again. There we go. 16 of Asbel, 9 of a more smoke on his bottom side. 2-car of stout whiskey, the 1 of God Power, and we're back on the green. So Again, big fight between the 9, 16, 2, and the 1. Again, Admiral, pretty pretty much a shoe-in for the Cup Series. A little bit of pressure there by the 2 Stout Whiskey. Kind of grab that left rear, try to pull him back just a little bit. And that definitely stalled out the momentum of that 16 and shot the 2 up. That, along with the draft from the 9 car and a little bit of a push from the 1. 16 all alone to the outside. Now the 2 car of Stout's going to jump up, try to grab a push from that 16 to get on by the 9 of More Smoke. They're going to end up side by side going into 1 and 2. Again, 15 at King Mathers had a phenomenal race. A lot of side-by-side action. Oh, got some contact there in the front. One of God Power ended up having some issues. He's going to take a little bit of Dan the lawn man's job and cut that grass a bit. But yeah, again, big congratulations to the 15 of King Mathers. Did a phenomenal job in the American Ethanol Cup Series summer finale. Ended up walking away with that championship, and during post-race interviews, he mentioned that that was his first one. So good job by him. See the 48 Rowdy Ford trying to come up off the wall without causing any kind of an issue. Again, 73 at Jay Quim. Had a pretty good year last year in the Xfinity season, trying his hand with these Cup guys. 3 wide now, 38 to the outside, 73 in the middle. Again, that was Jay Quim with the series owner and our Coe on that bottom line. Way to sort all that out. 73 is going to try to come back at him with a little bit of a push from, I believe that was 12. Could be wrong though. Again, this is stage 3. Still 2 races to go. We're either going to go to Charlotte Motor Speedway next or to Talladega. Either way, it's should be a good race. If you like what you saw last night, it's going to be even better. How are you, Pinocchio Joe? What's going on? Mentioned earlier that Cheese had a pretty good year. Looks like there's going to be some contact in the back. Not quite sure what that was from. I definitely saw the 12 involved in all that, but looks like he's going to continue on unscathed. Again, for those that just joined or been around for a minute or two now, it's basically just a test session for the NNR Cup Series for the upcoming season. A lot of new faces and a lot of guys from a couple of the lower series trying to move their way up into Cup and race among some of the best on the Xbox. And so far, it's been all caution-free, no big issues. I thought the field, I thought somebody had said the field was going to be about 30 cars, so when I said that earlier, definitely misspoke just a little bit, but still pretty impressive for a bunch of guys from a couple of different leagues that are here. You know, there's there's some American ethanol guys in here. There's I think there's an IVRL guy or two in here. There's a bunch of guys from the other NNR series that want to move up, like Fatless Dig and NNR Trip, um, and a few others. NNR Asbull, of course. More Smoke, King Mathers. He's from American Ethanol, won their series championship last night. But yeah, basically a test race for some of the guys that want to move up in the Cup. I believe the new days and times for all three series. The trucks will be running on Tuesday nights, right about 8:30. The Xfinity on Wednesday nights, by also at 8:30, and then the Cup will stay on Thursday nights, also at 8:30. And then our SWATs will remain as the Truck Series admin. JPA will stay in the Cup Series and keep with the 22. But he's actually going to watch over the Xfinity series as well. Definitely wouldn't be surprised to see him step into the booth every now and again to keep up with things. So it'd be great to hear from and talk to J-Pie every now and then. And then, of course, Coey. He's going to remain the overseer of all three series, but mostly work on just the Cup cars. Places a lot of trust in J-Pod and Swats to run the other two series properly, and I trust them both as well. 49 of NNR Spurl back here behind the 15, just basically giving him a shove all the way down the backstretch, doing his best to stay and keep themselves in the draft. Got the back end of the 24 of Chloe. 48 in the 2. 48 is going to be NNR Rowdy in his new ride, with the Aviator moving on to only run part-time. Not quite sure who caused this one, but definitely some carnage on the backstretch, and that will bring the first caution out. So 2.5 stages, only 5 laps remaining here in this race at Michigan. But yeah, pretty great racing. Definitely saw King outbreak sliding through the infield. Don't think that was his fault though. He was a little bit further ahead than everybody else. So we're gonna stack them up again. Everybody grab some fresh, fresh rubber. They shouldn't have to grab any fuel and just work their way back out on track. All right, so up front is going to be the 48 and the 9 guys, very, very used to running with each other. 84 Cheeseburger is going to start in P5. There's the 33 of Trip, 49 of Spurl to the outside. I think Spurl might have tried to find something that wasn't quite there. Not 100% sure. Again, I'm not behind the wheel with these guys, but definitely try to look for something that wasn't going to work. Looks like the 33 of Trippy, 12 of Tough to Pass on his outside. There's the 88 of King Outbreak, and Cheese kind of hanging along right here. Again, 33 of Trip down on the 12 behind the 48 of Rowdy. Checking up just a little bit so he doesn't wash up into the inside of the 12 car. 88 hot on his tail, 9 car in the lead. 16 of Aswell the outside, 48 Rowdy also on that bottom. Trip giving a little bit of a shot to the 48, 12 car behind the 16, 33 with the 88 right behind him, 12 on his outside, 3 cars down low, and that's going to be the race. So good job to Morgan Smoke to lead that when it counted. And that is one race down, ladies and gents. So, yeah, we're going to find out where the next race will be. And we're going to back out of here as soon as they get back to the lobby, wait for the invite back to that race. It's either going to be at Charlotte Motor Speedway or Talladega Super Speedway. So one caution in what, seven? No, that wasn't 75 laps. One caution in, yeah, I guess it was about 75 laps. So good job by them. All right, and while all right, I can't stay in here, so I'm gonna back out. Let them know I'll need another invite. All right, I have been keeping up with the stream from Alpha York to kind of help out with laps and all that. I can tell you that right now their lobby is paused. But yeah, definitely a good job by them. Waiting to find out where they'll be going to next. Definitely thank y'all for coming out, hanging out, as I just basically talk through this tryout session for the NNR Cup Series for the upcoming season. All right, looks like Alpha York shut his stream down, so I'm going to move on over and pick up the stream from Boehner. I can tell you that the lobby right now is still paused. I didn't realize that Boehner was actually in that race. All right, so it looks like the next track is going to be Talladega. About to see a whole lot of bump drafting. Hopefully, not a whole lot of single car riding on the bottom. But either way, we can take it as it comes. So, guys that are out there in chat, what do you think of the first test session? Was there anybody that kind of stood out in your mind? I know, obviously, Q Dog out there pulling for cheese, but the rest of the guys, what did y'all think about Trippy and Tough to Pass? Or Fatless Dig, or some of the other guys that are trying to either come into NNR straight from another series, or move up from either the Xfinity or the Cup Series to work their way in. I'm sorry, Xfinity or Truck to work their way into Cup.
What's up,
Who I
Mr.
got
Pete?
in the? Hey, how are you, Cody? What's happening?
Oh man, I'm just ready to take some more heart pills.
You okay?
That was some intense racing.
Yes, it was. That was a lot of great racing. A few times, 3 and 4 wide, including some of the guys that are trying to work their way up to NNR Cup. So, yeah, it was a great test. Got a lot of great video. It's going to be pretty good to go back and watch. But seriously, are you okay?
Yeah, no, yeah, it was a lot of
Oh,
fun actually.
okay. All
That
right.
was intense racing.
Yes, it was.
No,
It
that
was
was a
was
joke.
pretty good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Except for my nice barrel roll.
I didn't.
Rowdy took me out.
Okay. I saw Rowdy in the back kind of riding around by himself. Was he having a lag issue? Then you asked him to drop back, or did something happen
He
when you
had
were leaving early?
something. Oh no, he had. There was an issue with the screen. It went black for like 12 seconds or something. And he thought he
Hmm.
had more time on his timer, and he didn't get
Okay.
his fuel in,
Got you.
so he went to the back.
All right. So I see we're going to Talladega next. Are we bringing any more people in, or keeping with the lobby we had?
Now we're up to 22 right now.
Okay. Cool. All right.
So
Yeah.
we got a few more in here, and then we're going to start at 9 o'clock.
Start at 9. All right. So we got about 5 minutes. All right, guys. I'm
5
going
minutes.
to. Give me one second, Cody. I'm gonna bring up our starting soon screen. I'm gonna let you guys listen to a little bit of music while I take a quick break, and then I'll be right back, guys.
All right, Pete.
All right, guys, we're going to get ready to get back underway. Again, race number 2 is going to be from Talladega Speedway. Rock NASCAR, good to see you out there. This should be a fun one. Got about 22 cars in on this one, and again, should be a pretty good time. Um, let's see if I can find somebody that is streaming again. Okay. Yep. Looks like Boehner is still streaming. All right. So once these guys kick it off, we'll go ahead and get loaded in and catch up with these guys. Again, it's about 47 laps around Talladega Superspeedway. Just talking to Coey to go over the results and what we saw in that last race from Michigan. All in all, it's pretty good. Again, one caution in 3 stages for a bunch of guys really trying to do their best to mind their P's and Q's, and I think they did a pretty good job. All right, just waiting. I did get the invite, just waiting for the clock to be done so we can go ahead and get in there. Again, for those that are kind of sticking around, or for some that might have just joined, this is just a tryout session for those that want to run in the NNR Cup season. Once this all gets kicked back off, and looks like we are loading in right now. I'll go ahead and take that invite. All right. Pokemon Go, thank you very much for the follow, sir. Definitely appreciate you. This will be the home of all 3 of the NNR series once they kick back off in their 4th season coming up. Again, I'm Repeat, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. The NNR truck guys will be on Tuesday nights, right around 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Xfinity Wednesday nights, again, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and of course the truck guys on Thursday nights, right around 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Definitely appreciate you coming out, hanging out. Don't be afraid to say hey out there in chat. We try to keep everybody up and up. This is not a normal broadcast. Normally I'm quite a bit more hyper than I am right now. Kind of feels weird to just be talking at a normal tone rather than being, I definitely try to keep everything as exciting or excitable as possible. But all right, so we'll do what we did last time. We'll go through the field, show you who all's in here. Looks like up first going to be the 24 of NNR Coey, your series owner, with the 33 of NNR Trip to the outside, 88 of King Outbreak, the 12 of Too Tough to Pass, the 48 of Cheeseburger. Then we got the 73 of Jay Quinn. A whole lot of wiggle wagging out here. Definitely got to try to do better to hold their line. But going to keep on going through. 9 of More Smoke, 16 of NNR Asbull, the 15 of King Mathers. I think that might have been who you were talking about, Coey. If you go back and you watch this, that is the blue car. Then we got the 38 of Old Fatless Dig, 8 car of Mr. Cola. He is new to this race, did not race at Michigan, so welcome, Mr. Cola. 2 car Stout Whiskey making some moves on the high side. 4 car of Unforgotten Shadow. 47 of Honestly You're Bad. 83 of Master Killer. He's new. 8 car and several others. I think just kind of caught on to that one. Yeah. So that I believe the 8 car was Cola. We'll go back. Yeah. So 8 car Cola looks like he had some issues on the bottom side, came up and knocked out the top line. Definitely not the way that you want things to go, but we're gonna keep working our way through. Let's see. We got up to the 48 of Rowdy. Then there's the one of God Power. 20 of Bill's Legend, another J-Paw Militia. Hey, I got that right this time. J-Paw Militia member here in the field. Then we got Old Alpha York, NNR Spurl, and the captain with Boehner. Boehner is actually out here on track running the night. Looks like he's just kind of fading back a little bit. So I'm not quite sure if he's in a spectate kind of thing or if he's actually racing. Well, I guess we'll find out. But Boehner did pick up a position as one of the community admins, and he'll be on the eye for all these guys that are trying to work their way into Cup. But welcome along. Appreciate you being here. You want to see a great. Hey, Cole, how are you? Man, I'm glad to see you back as well, buddy. Really am. I tell you, if you want to see a great uh, race and a great finish from here at Talladega, take a look at some clips that I've got from earlier last season. Some phenomenal driving. I mean, 2 and 3 wide, lap after lap after lap. So definitely some great footage out there for you. That looks like it's going to be the end of stage one with that one caution. Only 47 laps for all 3 stages. But Cole, I know that you and Cheese and Q and Master Killer and Bill's Legend, all of J-Pod's militia will be very, very strong. And I'm glad to see you back, man. Really am. Hey, Randy, how are you? For all those that are just joining, this is not an actual NNR series race. This is basically just a test session for some of the lower series to try out for the NNR Cup Series upcoming season, and some guys that are just new to NNR trying to get into the Cup Series as well. So far, we've had one caution, just kind of keeping an eye around the field, but so far pretty good. Randy, there's your guy, Too Tough to Pass, or Tough to Pass rather, rocking these 12 Advanced Auto Parts colors. All right, a little bit of patience right here. Let this sort of settle out. Let the 38 get out of the middle. Let him fall to the back, or maybe find a hole. We'll have to see. So far, so good. But that's on a straightaway. Wonder what would happen going through the corner here. And just as I thought, yep, right, that's going to probably bring out a caution. I'm doing all right, Randy. I can't complain. Yeah, caution's going to be out for the second time. Just a little bit better through the corner. Got to be able to hold the line a little bit better than that. The NNR Cup is known for being able to run 3 wide here at Dega. Not so much at Daytona, but definitely at Dega. You got to be able to pick a line, pick a lane, and hold your line. So just again, this is just a test session for those that want to get into the Cup and rather see it now than 6 or 7 races into next season, and you realize, hey, maybe this guy isn't quite the best fit. Maybe needs just a little bit more, you know, just maybe needs a slower vehicle or something, an Xfinity car or a truck. These Cup cars can be a little tough to handle sometimes. Also, a lot of the Cup guys are on wheels, so it makes it a little bit easier. All right, keep on going through the field. 8080 King Outbreak, he's going to be back this year in Xfinity. I'm not sure if he's actually trying for Cup or if he's just kind of hanging out tonight. I don't know. But it looks like the 11 got stuck in that sucker hole. He's got to have the 24 of Coey right on his back bumper. Here comes the 88 right along as well. But still, the bottom line is going to be the preferred line. Great job by the 11 to pretty much hold his line for the most part. 48 of Rowdy backing up into the 8 of Cole just a little bit. And I'm going to try to work my way into the back here. Kind of keep up with things here. 38 of Fatless Dig, kind of keeping it up high. A very, very smooth, very steady line. Just basically letting the cars on the bottom go. And then he'll drop on back down into the draft and keep right on up. Four-car again of Unforgotten Shadow. Looks like one car of God Power got run down to the grass yet again. A little bit of contact in the back. 83 and the 2 are side by side. Let's see if I can find out. Okay, the 83 is one and only Master Killer. It's going to be great to see what Master Killer is going to do this season as well. Master Killer joined up from watching the Twitch streams, and his first race was Auto Club last year. Had a pretty good season. It's going to be good to see Master Killer come on back and try to run at it again. 48 of Rowdy, almost forcing things 3 wide, but much faster line on the bottom. Coey there right in front of the 48. There's the 84 of Cheese, 28 of Boehner all the way up high. Bottom line really moving along. Middle line gaining a little bit of momentum with a couple more cars. Coey's going to go ahead and jump on out there. 15 now on the bottom, 38 on the bottom, 8 Caracola on the bottom. Hold your line up there. Don't pinch. All right, I'm guessing that was the stage. So that was 16 out there. Yep, that was the stage. 16 out there was for NNR Asphalt. So one more stage to go. That stage was all green, even though there was one incident in the back. Not too shabby. Definitely, again, I want to thank everybody that's out here hanging out with me. After this, we'll have one more race to go. We went to Michigan for the first race. This, obviously, Dega. Next race will be at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So definitely make sure that you're here for that one. It's going to be pretty good time as well. All right, so stage 1 and stage 2 is now in the books. Again, I'm actually going to stay a little bit further back here. Let's ride around with the one and only NNR Trip. Again, one of the Truck Series and Xfinity drivers, or so it seems like last year. With 100 and what did I broadcast last year? 108 races, something like that. Yeah, you can imagine how some of the names and all that would kind of blend in together. Nine car of Amore Smoke leading the pack all the way around, 47, and then the 11, 73, and the 88 side by side. 16 of Asbel giving that 88 a little bit of a shove. Looks like a little bit of okay, it looks like there's a caution all the way in the back. One car involved in that was going to be the 15 of King Mathers, although I'm not quite sure if he received or what, because for the most part, his car looks like it's in pretty good shape. Yeah, all the hood pins are standing straight up. Don't see any issue there with the hood. Don't really see any issues with the backside. So he might have actually avoided the wreck and was able to keep his car clean. So if that's the case, good job by Mathers. I don't see any other cars back there with any real damage. Looks like the one car, God Power, looks pretty clean. 34 of Alpha York, he looks pretty clean. All right, so we're going to stack them back up again. Let's see. Let's kind of ride along here. Tough to pass this time. Tough to pass. Went by a couple of other names. One is Boynana. This guy actually won the very first $5 Microsoft card that was offered up by J-Pot, and didn't really see much from him for the rest of the season. And then when it came out for NASCAR Tryouts, well, here he is. He's run in the Xfinity series tryout as well as here tonight for Cup. He's done all right, been pretty good. Not quite sure what kind of equipment he's on, but just keep it above that yellow line. If we were actually under a real race right now and just went below the yellow, he'd actually have to serve a track. So definitely wants to keep it above the yellow as much as he can. Don't want to cause any issues. That would have definitely been an illegal pass. All right, let's see. Let's keep on going through the field since this main pack is kind of screwed away just a little bit. Again, all led by the 9 car of Smoke. Well, 33 trip, got a little squirrel. Not quite sure if that was off the bumper from somebody else or if he hit the double yellow line, but either way, good hands by everybody that was on the outside line to go ahead and avoid him. Two-car stout holding up pretty wheel all the way down the backstretch, heading into 3 and 4. Right behind, I believe that's going to be Fatless Dig, right in front of him. Honestly, you're bad in the Crow Camaro, hugging that bottom line right behind the 88 of King Outbreak. Definitely good to see King Outbreak again. He was very, very strong last year. I think he definitely deserves a shot in at least Xfinity. So, definitely good to see him back. 83 Master Killer, given, I believe it's going to be the 8 car Cola in front of him, a big old shove. Now, something about these restrictor plate tracks that a lot of people, have to realize, you're not on the throttle all the time. As you see all of them accordion up, that means that there should have been a whole lot of breathing the throttle just a little bit or checking up just a little bit. If you're in the throttle all the time, you're going to cause a lot of contact, and eventually you're going to have that caution come out, which could result in a lot of cars getting collected. So you're really supposed to be more off the throttle than you are on the throttle around Talladega. Boy, NR trip like a bull in a china shop right there, coming through, and definitely caused the 48 to get spun out right there. Yeah, that definitely wasn't needed, but that's what the stream for. lot of wiggling going on here. All right, I'm gonna guess that that was the race. Pretty sure that was the end of stage 3. I lost the stream from Boehner, so unfortunately can't say for sure, but I don't think it was a caution. Yep, well, I guess that's why Boehner's stream stopped. Now kind of riding it out. 83 master through there, 42 inside, 8 to the outside. So they're not still under their own power. There we go. Okay, winding down. All right, so that was Talladega. We're going to go ahead and back on out once again while they reset and get ready to go to Charlotte Motor Speedway. So Randy and Cole and Rock NASCAR, if you're still out there, or Pinocchio Joe, Q Dog, you know, what did y'all think of that session there from Talladega? Did anybody stand out to you? Anybody that kind of caught your caught your eye and just didn't quite seem to work, or thought was a little too aggressive, or thought could have been a little more aggressive? Again, that's exactly what this stream is for Stout and Coey and J-Pa and NNR Swats and Boehner and any others to go back on and clip and send to the admin and say, hey, this guy's pretty good, or hey, this guy might need a little bit of work. Yep, absolutely. Sleeper Joker 12 was definitely below the yellow right there, and caused a car to move up. Good thing it didn't any. Disc kisk. Uh, good thing it didn't cause any kind of a big issue. But yeah, that's at least something that they'll go back and they'll look at. Just waiting for either Coey or somebody else to pop on in for a minute. I'm sure they'll probably take about a good 5-minute break. They might get started again right around 9:25 or so. But yeah, when Coey or Stout, again, J-Pa, Swats, whoever, when they go back, they're going to read your comments as well. And I see now that we've got a few more people in here. So again, this is a test session stream for some of the guys from other communities that want to work their way into the NNR Cup Series for next year, or some guys that were previously in Truck or Xfinity last year trying to work their way into Cup. So definitely hear somebody has again. Cole, is that you or Stout or who's that?
I'm here, buddy.
Okay.
Did you like that win?
I I kind of liked the win because I was in the back watching Rowdy.
Oh, of course. You always miss when I finally do something good.
Well, yeah, Rowdy kind of got sent for a spin cycle.
Yeah.
But no, other than that,
Yeah, I went
it was
to.
all right. Whole lot of definitely could use a little bit more line maintenance. Kind of a whole lot of wiggle wagons, as HD or Frozen would say. Or wiper
Yeah, we had a
blades.
little lag as well
Yeah, a little
going
bit of
on in
lag.
there.
Yeah.
Some still brake
Um,
checking going on.
Not only that, there actually should have been more checking up. Not necessarily just brake checking, because we saw a lot of accordion effect throughout, whether it was on the bottom or the middle line as well. And I was saying before the race completed, and I didn't realize it was the last lap because Boehner's stream quit. But that's why I didn't know who was where. But
No, it was the last lap.
yeah, I was saying that at Daytona and Talladega, you're more off the throttle, breathing it when you're in these large packs and in the middle of a line on the bottom or on the outside, and you're breathing it. You're not just flat on the gas all the way around, because all that's going to do is cause a big accordion effect, maybe push somebody out of line, cause an issue, and then you've got a bigger problem. But for the most part, that was pretty good.
Yeah, it went bad. It wasn't bad.
No.
All right, we're ready for the next one.
All right, I don't have a stream, so please message me on Facebook when when the counter's done, and we'll go ahead and get in. Just please send me an
Where do you
invite.
want me to let you know at on the
On the
messenger?
admin chat. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Thank you,
I'll
Kobe.
send you an invite right now.
Yep.
Pete, where are you?
I am at home sitting in my gamer chair, looking at three screens. Hey, thank you.
Well, all right, there you go. All right.
Q-Dog, how are you?
I'll see you, Pete.
Yep. All right. Q-Dog, not 100% sure. I did see the 83 of Master Killer up in the front when that race concluded. So I believe Master Killer had a pretty good finish. Not 100% sure about Bill's Legend, if I think he was in that one. But yeah, so far so good. How did your Xfinity tryout go last night, Q-Dog? All right, Combat Beast, I see you out there. Good luck, sir. All right. So I got the invite from Coey. I'm just waiting for him to let me know that the counter is done. I figured they would take a couple minute break to get settled in. Maybe somebody, grab something to drink or whatever, just like me. I've got 3 bottles of some kind of stuff sitting here. Fry dog. Nope. I didn't read. I read the first few words and then I got the rest. Thanks a lot, old man. Uh huh. No, man. I tell you, I have too much fun with this. Fry Dog is basically just a test stream for people trying to get into NNR's Cup Series for next season. And if they're not a good fit for Cup, maybe they're a good fit for Xfinity, or maybe they're a good fit for the truck. But either way, so far pretty good. Michigan went caution free. Dega had just Dega had just one caution, so not too shabby right there. And we're about to head to Charlotte Motor Speedway. Yep, buddy, halfway to 90 and half as old as dirt, right? All right, so Coey just sent me a message saying 10 seconds to go. Q-Dog saying his tryout last night for Xfinity was not too bad. Fun, just setting a feel for some of the new guys. Absolutely. And of course, as a returning Xfinity driver, you do get your pick of car number for next year. I'm going to imagine you're probably going to stay with the 9. And yep, here we go. Let's go ahead and get loaded in. Yep, more smoke won Michigan, and Coey actually just won the race last night, or won the race right there from Dega. So good to see Coey get a win. All right, so again, Charlotte Motor Speedway, mile and a half track, as Randy Hinshaw's out there saying. Yep, Q-Dog. I figured to stick with the 9. So Charlotte Motor Speedway under the lights, what would have been the Coke 600, 25%. So should be a pretty good race since the running stages. I'm gonna guess that the stage is gonna be pretty short. But all the same, let's go ahead and do as we've been doing. Go through the field. 47 of Honestly You're Bad, 38 of Fatless Dig, 33 of NNR Trip, 88 of King Outbreak, 34 of Alpha York. Two-car stout whiskey got the win here last night in the American Ethanol Cup Series Summer Championship. Then we got the 16 of Asbull. 38's going to stick to that outside. And, yeah, coming into turn 3. But let's keep on going through the field. Got the 8 of Mr. Cole, the 84 of Cheeseburger, 83 of Master Killer, 9 car of More Smoke, 4 car of Unforgotten Shadow, 20 car of Bill's Legend. There's another J-Pop Militia member. 48 of NNR Rowdy, 24 of Coey, 73 of Jay Quim, 12 of Tough to Pass. I keep saying Too Tough to Pass. Good, wow, good avoidance by that 12 and others to work their way through that. Good, that's going to be our first caution of the night, or first caution of this race anyway. I don't know, John. I'll have to let you know. No, I'm not going to do that to you. I will definitely have to let you know. Good to see Dan the Lawn Man in this race. All right. So some new guys. So now I'm going to guess that we're pretty close to about 30 cars. There's Combat Beast, the one car car. Gist of My Fist. That's a new one rocking this nationwide 88. I don't think I've heard of him before. So all right. 14 of Abar. He ran the 11 last night. Was pretty strong. Let's see, 47 of Honestly You're Bad. We're back up towards the top. All right, so 14 and a 33 a trip. We're going to go ahead and take this green and look at this larger field here from Charlotte. Not too shabby. It's kind of reminiscent of an actual race now, what we normally see for the Cup and Xfinity guys. The trucks had a pretty large field to begin with as well. I'm hoping we can get back to that, to where I actually need to write down the roster because I can't remember all the names. All right, so you want to know where the 11-volt captain is, huh? All right, let's go ahead and find him for you. There he is, riding the high side. The 3 right below him, 3 running a custom scheme, but captain in the back keeps kind of tagging that wall just a little bit, probably a little bit more than he'd like to. I'm not sure if it's because he's had to check up, so he's getting a little tight. Or if he's just having an issue for by himself. But either way, looking pretty strong to get by the 73. I believe the 73 again is Jay Quinn. Pulling down across that 73. Good thing 73 was already low. Otherwise, it might have sent one or both cars spinning. Dan the Lawman in the back underneath the 8 car of Cola. This will be Dan's new number. Everybody that kept up with Dan last year saw him in a pretty consistent silver and black paint scheme. Well, he's done away with that, moved up to the 41 Haas machine that I believe was empty last year. Couple cars around him. Got the 11 to captain to the outside and 38 down low. Looks like 41's going to try to hold that middle line, but as tight as 3 and 4 is, it's kind of hard to do. Definitely want to thank everybody that's out there kind of keeping up with me. This is again just a test stream for the NNR Cup Series as we're getting ready to kick off next season. About another 2 weeks, give or take. Please pay attention to nnrleague.com for the schedule, the roster of everybody that'll be around and whatnot. And Daddy Chase, thank you very much for following. This is the home for everything related to NNR racing, as well as the occasional eSpark race or American Ethanol race, maybe Shake and Bake, and a couple others. So definitely we'll be live with you for some of the showdown races that are yet to come. For sure the one for NNR when they get to Canadian Tire. So Combat Beast doing pretty good right there. A lot of juking and jiving through the tryover. Thank you very much. Fry, I didn't realize that his stream was back up. I will definitely go ahead and pull that back up. But let's see here. Gist of My Fist. All right. 14 of Abar actually started or restarted on pole. Now a little bit further back towards the back. Let's go ahead and move up towards front now and see who's where. There's the 4 car, 33 of old Trippy Main to his outside, 16 of Aswell down low, 47 of Honestly You're Bad to their outside, side by side, coming through 3 and 4, 9 car of More Smoke right there with him. A little bit of a wreck up. Actually, the wreck just got a whole lot bigger coming off 3 and 4. That corner is extremely tight. No surprise to see that there. But yeah, we're gonna let all these guys get in, free them up, tighten them up, fill them up, and tire them up all over again. This will be their first chance to go ahead and make any kind of changes they need, and maybe even if they were tight coming off 3 and 4, now maybe they can loosen it up just a little bit to be able to get through there a little bit better. All right, so let's go ahead and see. It looks like I think Boehner's actually streaming as well. Yeah, Boehner's also streaming. So a couple different perspectives. All right, so stack back up. 4 cars still in the lead. Let's see if we can't get up to this board here. 4 car's going to be Unforgotten Shadow. Has the 9 car of More Smoke right on his tail. And then behind More Smoke, I think is going to be the 2 of Stout Whiskey, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, it's going to be the 16 of Aswell, which is kind of similar colors to that advanced auto parts Mustang for Stout. So far, so good. All through 3 and 4. First lap under green. Staying green, as it looks like 16 is going to try to force the issue underneath. Kind of work our way back through the field again. Bill's Legend and the Stanley DeWalt Camry looking pretty good. 48 of Rowdy now underneath him. Looks like Bill's going to be able to get back in the throttle before the 48 can and clear him off the corner. Good pass by that 20 to be able to do that on the outside. Good job, Bills. There is the 73 of Jake Wims. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull back up the stream from Alpha York. Again, thank you, Tryouts. All right, for those that just joined, this is a stream for the NNR Cup Series. Basically, a tryout session for guys that are coming from other communities that want to run with some of Xbox best drivers in Heat 5, and some of the guys that ran in the lower series that want to run in Cup in the foreseeable future. All the admins and owners of the individual series will be going back to keep an eye on this stream. Take some notes. They'll see your chat as well. Yeah, it's kind of calling it as we see it tonight. Again, no points on the line, no nothing like that. Just a great race by a bunch of guys showing that they've got the track awareness and they can hold the line and they can compete in NNR's top level. And it's a level pretty well respected throughout the community as being one of, if not the best in default on Xbox. So. Frydog, how come I don't see you out here in a test? That's a pretty good question, I think. Just in my fist, keeping that 88 of King Outbreak kind of pinned down to the bottom just a little bit, able to complete the pass, also on the high side, so good job by him. 14 of Abar, a little bit further back in the pack than where he started before that last caution, but still not too bad. Going to try to pull the inside of the 88. This is going to be a very, very tough corner. He's got to be able to make sure that he can let up off the gas and get back in it without getting too tight. Looks like the 88 got a little tight there and tagged the wall. That kind of brought him down onto the 14 just a little bit. And that looks like it's going to be the end of stage one. So end of stage one, and he went through that roster a little too fast. All right, so it's going to be Asbel up front. Honestly, you're bad. Second, God Power third. More Smoke fourth. Trip fifth. Sixth is going to be Unforgotten Shadows. Stout Whiskey seventh. Cheese in eighth. Coey in ninth, and Bill's Legend in 10th. All right, so Asbel, this will be his actual car for the upcoming season. It's a number 16 Chevy Camaro, the Fraternal Order of Eagles Camaro. So looks like they'll have a pretty nice looking ride, pretty easily recognized ride for the year. So to his outside for the restart, it's going to be the 47 of Honestly You're Bad. Behind you got the 1 of God Power. 47 is going to easily be able to fall right in the line. And off we go. I think that is what happens when somebody clips the bottom line and you lose traction because your left side tires are on the apron and your right side tires are on the track, and there is absolutely nothing you can do about that. I think that was all the car that was right there in third place, if I'm not mistaken, and I think I'm on the guy right now. So bit of unfortunate luck for God Power, but he'll be able to rebound from that. Looks like the 2 is Stout Whiskey, even though he was pretty close to the 1 right there. He was able to make it through pretty much unscathed. So stack him back up again here under the Charlotte lights. 16 of Asbel, 47 of Honestly You're Bad, 4 car, 30. Nope, that's the 88. No, that is the 33 of Trip, 24 of Coey. Again, rocking a top 5. Good job, Coey. Ferretman, what's that, man? Good to see you out here again. 9 carbon more smoke digging underneath the 33 of Trip. Good job by Trip to back out of the gas and let those 2 go on by on the high and low side in order not to cause an issue. Actually, very, very good. Oh, Q-Dog, I'd rather make that prediction when I know who's actually going to be in the Cup Series. But you got to stick with some of the same top 4, although the Aviator won't be there. You definitely got to go with you got to go with the more smoke. It's going to be interesting to see what Asbel's going to be able to do. You got to definitely include Boehner. And that 4th one, I'm just going to leave as a big question mark for now. There's a lot of very, very good drivers trying to get in. I think once we have an actual roster, a completed roster, once they figure out where everybody's going to go between the 3 series, I think might have a better idea of, or better, who I think would have a pretty good chance of making it to the Final 4. Last year, I was only 1 driver off. Boehner hadn't yet joined the community, and he proved to be pretty tough all season long. The dog just scared the hell out of me. Came up and rubbed my leg. All right. So far, so good for these guys since the restart. as Alpha York comes across the start stripe this time. It looks like there's 14 laps remaining here in stage two. Now, again, because this would typically be the Coke 600 settings, there's 4 stages, so still quite a bit of racing left to go, and a lot of people on the move, and some people in the wrong direction. But Stout Whiskey getting underneath the 83 of Matt Skiller. Great job by Matt Skiller for holding that outside line and trying to fill that hole right behind the two. A little bit of contact between the 83 and the 33, 80, I'm sorry, 48 and the 14. A little bit of contact as well. Not too bad. Everybody sorted out between themselves. Right now, Asbel in the 47 of Honestly You're Bad, kind of checking out just a little bit. Um, kind of keep working through. Here's the 8 car of Cola. He's going to try to look underneath the 83 of Master Pillar now. 41 of Dan the Lawn Man right in front of him. Again, Dan the Lawn Man no longer into 35 this year. Great checkup by Cola not to get into the back of that 41 and get back on the gas, come through the corner. Everybody single file right around there. 84 Cheeseburger, 12 of Tough to Pass down low. 3 car behind these guys. Go back through, see if we can figure out who's actually in this 3. All right, so it's going to be Combat Beast. All right, so Combat running one of the customs here on track tonight. Not quite sure why he's in a custom versus a regular car, but that's all right. That's one thing I believe is going to happen for this season is there will be normal paint schemes, so more normal than custom. Unlike last year, where at times it was very, very hard to know where people were because they couldn't see the number. And with the paint booth issues, lost connection to the server. That's no bueno. All right, so what I'm gonna do is grab this mouse here. Let's see if I got an extra here. No, I don't. All right, so what I'll do for all of you out there is I'm going to go ahead and camp on to Alpha York's stream right now. There you go. So this is what Alpha York is seeing right in 17th place right now behind the 16 the 16th place 1 car of God Power. While we're watching Alpha York get around, I will let them know that when they come to the next stage break, I need an invite. All right, so they'll get that, and I believe that time by when Alpha York went by the line, there was 8 to go. So we could double check that here in just a second. But as for now, thank you guys for keeping up. Just trying to continuously bring you what I can, and also at the same time through Alpha York's eyes, see what he's having to face on the track. Definitely seen him have some issues with that wall when it came to contact with others. Looks like the 12 car Tough to Pass might be lagging just a little bit. There's the 48 of Rowdy all the way in the back as well. Just kind of waiting until this stage is complete where I can get back in and continue to bring this race to you. All right, so 6 laps remaining. 6 more laps. Again, definitely want to say a big thank you to Pokemon Go, Daddy Chase, and Randy Hinshaw for following. Again, this will be the one and only channel for all 3 NNR series in the upcoming season. Again, a little bit shorter of a season this time around. They will. What you call it? I believe it's only going to be 23 races versus the 33 or 34 that they ran last time around. So Not only that, obviously we're gonna fill the fields back up, and we're gonna get back to some pretty big packs out there on track all the way around, like what we started with. Also, guys, not sure if all of you know, but if you go to YouTube and you type in my gamer tag or my Twitch name or my Twitter name, um, my name across all platforms is exactly the same. Repeat 1975. You can go back and watch every single race that I broadcasted last year on my YouTube channel. I've kind of created that as my library to go back and go off of. I'm trying to build the channel up as much as I can. I'm actually thinking about dual streaming next year as well. So keeping the Twitch thing on because that's where most of the followers are, but also to stream off of YouTube simultaneously. That is something that OBS has the capability of doing. I did download the software, so hopefully once I can figure all that out, I'll be able to bring that to you in a couple different ways. And at that, um, Fairman, that's not a bad idea. I just got to get better at learning how to do that. But yeah, absolutely. Or you know what? With all that video out there, um, it'd probably take a lot of time. I'd probably have to hire somebody to do that, or maybe I can bring Mountaineers back to maybe work on something. He's the one that created the commercial content that I use for the Zazzle tab, which is the NNR store, as well as how to follow NNR, not only my channel but the Facebook page, the Twitter, and all that. So, all that commercial content was actually created by Mountaineer. So we'll have to see. But their laps are winding down. It's not going to be much longer. Hopefully, they get my message in this stage break and send me an invite. They've got about 40 seconds to do so. It shouldn't be too hard, and that's the end of the stage right there. Hopefully, they see my message and invite me back. If not, I'll just keep it right here with Alpha York, and I can continue to bring y'all what's been happening. I'm going to make sure that their phone dings a couple more times. Don't know if they'll get it, but we can certainly try. I, it's gonna be too late. Let's actually. Your screen is gonna get small here for just a second while I pop on over to Discord and let them. Yep, there's Koe. I'm gonna just let them know that I lagged out. 1 second. Hey, Koe or Boehner or somebody.
Boehner is getting you, Pete.
All right, thank you, sir.
Pete, it's not letting me invite you to the race. I don't know what the deal is. It's
I
like
don't know.
grayed out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know why it's not
Oh
letting
shit! I got hit too. Sorry, Reddy.
Okay. Well,
We'll try to get you ASAP.
All right. Yeah, I've been carrying Alpha York stream for the last little bit. So if you can, cool. If not, I understand. Thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
you can also hop over to mine if you want. I'm in spectator mode watching it.
Okay. I might be able to pull up a dual screen. That works.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's go ahead and go back here. All right. Back in my home, the good old broadcast booth. So Boehner said that he's broadcasting as well. All right. So. All right, let's kind of blow this up, maximize that for you so you're not looking at the tiny screen the entire time. And fortunately, it's a private lobby, so I can't try doing it that way. So I guess I can. All right, let's try this. Pull that back over here. All right, so looks like they've got cautions back out on the track. They said that they're unable to add me, so I'm going to see if I can just do my best to keep up with everybody. Boehner said that he's streaming from the broadcast mode, so I'm going to try to find him as well. Let's go ahead and do. All right, so there's an invite from Combat Beast. Awesome. He's the man, I tell you. And God Power now. So I'll keep that second invite handy. I'm going to drop this back here. They're at 59 of 100 laps, so we're going to go ahead and get loaded back in. They're still under caution, getting ready to take the green. It won't be much longer. Thank you guys for hanging out, sticking it out. All right, as you can hear, getting loaded back in. Now you can see it as well. And yeah, here we are, back under green. Thank you, Combat Beast and God Power for trying to hook me up with those invites back. The WFL 2018. How are you, sir? This is a test stream for the NNR Cup Series for the upcoming season. This is the home for all NNR Series races, whether the truck races in their new home and new night, right around 8:30 on Tuesday nights Eastern time. The Xfinity on Wednesday nights, same, and of course the Cup Series on Thursday nights as well. I'm Repeat, and this is basically a test session for guys that want to work their way into NNR Cup racing for the upcoming series. We've had a couple of tests already, one for the trucks and one for the Xfinity as well. There will be a couple more races in the upcoming week to do the same thing as they continue to try to bring quality drivers in that can hold the line, have great awareness, can use Discord, have good internet, and are known around the community for being clean races. That's what NNR is all about, and so far it's been pretty good. Couple cautions here in Charlotte. Only one at Talladega. They went all green at Michigan, so this is the final race for the night. But please be sure to go on up, smash that follow button, subscribe if you enjoy the channel, enjoy the stream. It will get better throughout the season, I promise you. Normally I've got a few more graphics up. Definitely, this is just kind of, again, just a test stream for admins to go back and watch everybody around the track and see where they're a good fit for. If not for Cup, are they a good fit for Xfinity? Or if not a good fit for either, are they a good fit for trucks? So NNR tries to find a home for everybody that meets their criteria, and Cup is definitely the best of the three, as you would kind of imagine. Again, this is their third race. Their first race was at Michigan. Second race was at Talladega. This is their third and final race under the lights here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. What would have normally been the Coke 600. Sorry, I was watching a car down on the apron there. But yeah, what would normally been the Coke 600. So this race also has 4 stages. Next time Alpha York comes on by the start stripe, I will go ahead and grab us a lap count for what's left in stage number 3. It's Speaking of Alpha York, there's the man himself now, rocking that 34 Mustang. All right, at the line that time, it says that there were 8 laps left in stage 3. So, going to continue to work our way through the field as Stout Whiskey's got a little bit of a bead here on the 33 of Trip. A little bit of side-by-side action. Two cars going to be able to go ahead and dive it on down. 33's not able to get back in the gas probably right when he wanted. Very, very tight there on the outside. Getting a little closer to the back quarter panel of the 2. Not quite in position to be able to try any kind of a side draft, but all the same, 33 is able to hold that high side, didn't get tight, didn't bounce off the wall and back into the, so good job by the 33 right there. Now it looks like the 2 is going to try the 84 of Cheeseburger as well. Cheese up high, 2-car Stout Whiskey down low. Next car in line would be the 1 car of NNR GP or God Power. Ferretman, your buddy. Looks like in front of them is going to be a couple others. Stout's actually going to try to the outside of God Power. And God Power is going to go ahead and let him go. Saw the run that he had. So now Stout's able to duck underneath the 73. Next car in line is going to be the 88 of King Outbreak. Outbreak now to the outside, coming through the tri-oval. That outside line, that wall definitely comes up and bites you pretty fast, pretty hard. It can be a pretty treacherous area to be. You don't want to be stuck out there anywhere. Never mind in turns 3 and 4 or the tri-oval. Definitely pretty good possibility to smack that wall if you're not really paying attention to the line through those areas. Again, right now it's 16 of Asbel and the 47 of Honestly You're Bad. Nose to tail starting to pull away. Looks like they've got the 9 of More Smoke. Pretty close. Not quite close enough, I think, to actually have their draft, but definitely close enough to make the 47 say, hey, that 9's coming. All these guys are in a couple of different parties. Most of the veterans of NNR are in one party, and most of the guys that are trying out right along with Coey in a second party. So just basically keeping everybody a little apart. That way, there's no intimidation. If somebody roughs up the 48 like what we saw in the last race, Rowdy doesn't go off and whatever. So. Which everybody knows is definitely capable of doing. But yeah, keep on going through. 48 now underneath the 2. So yeah, here is 2 Cup regulars. 48 of Rowdy in his new ride after Aviator retired from full-time racing to start his school. Again, big congratulations to the Aviator getting accepted into college to where he'll be able to start his education to become an airline pilot, either in the U.S. military or the commercial skies. Either way, big congratulations to the Aviator. It's a hell of of something to dream for and follow. So, buddy, if you go back and watch this, man, I've got nothing but high hopes and great expectations for you. Oh, looks like 24 Coey's parked it on pit road. 11 at Captain, right back here with the 1 at God Power. 41 at Dan the Lawn Man, a little bit further back in the pack. There's old Combat Beast. All right, so we are about to start the next stage. I believe this should be the last stage. All right, so 16 of NNR Asbel and Honestly You're Bad to the outside. 48 of Rowdy, 9 of More Smoke. Let's see, behind these guys, here's the 33 of Trip, 84 of Cheese, kind of tagged that apron just a little bit. and it kicked him up. Behind is going to be the 83 of Master Killer. In front of the 33, looks like it's going to be the 2-car of Stout Whiskey. Stout getting a big push all the way down the back straightaway. 33 is like to Stout's back bumper. Going to come off the corner side by side, second and third, side by side for third and fourth. In fact, they are side by side, 4 rows deep. Great racing for the start of this. As see the 48 of Rowdy, he's gone ahead and taken the point. So now first, second, third are all Cup regulars. 47 of Honestly You're Bad doing a pretty good job tonight. He's sitting in P4. NNR Asbel is sitting in P5. And Asbel's going to go ahead and give that 47 a little bit of a shot. 47 had nothing to do but go ahead and take it. And that really shot the 2-car Stout Whiskey up just a little bit. I'm guessing Stout wasn't too happy about that, so he's going to voice his displeasure. Honestly, Asbel could have kept that car down on the track a while longer instead of just coming right back up and jamming up the entire middle of the field. Definitely could have stayed down on the apron, but I understand why he did that. So something that Asbel will definitely have to work on is his on-track aggression. I mean, yeah, you want to be able to take a shot when the line is open, but you don't want to just hit somebody into in the back bumper just because you're getting into the corner a little bit faster. It's not that kind of racing. You don't want to make enemies out there, and the more you knock people around, the more you're going to get knocked around, and you definitely don't want that. So Asbel needs to tone down the aggression just a little bit. He's got a fast car. He doesn't have to push his way through to the front. But Asbel overall still very, very fast. Or Cheese with the 8 of Cole at his outside, 34 of Alpha York to his outside. Then you got the 11 of Captain. Captain kind of slowly but surely working his way up through the field. Started pretty, much further in the back. Started picking off a few cars. He's got the 14 right behind him, and then behind the 14 is going to be the 1 car of NNR GP or God Power. Master Killer now up here inside the top 4. So how about that for the J-Paw Militia member? Good showing by this 83. Definitely able to hold off the guys in the back, keep up with the guys in the front. Definitely showing to be a pretty good fit. Just basically staying in line, staying in the draft. Who better than to learn from than 3 of NNR's best? You got the 9 of Moore Smoke, the 48 of NNR Rowdy, and the 2-car Stout Whiskey. 1, 2, 3. Master Killer now running P4 and doing a pretty phenomenal job of keeping up with these guys. Speaking of more smoke, there he is, keeping the 48 of Rowdy at bay. As soon as Alpha York comes on by the start stripe, I'll go ahead and grab a lap count. I believe it's going to be right around 15 to go, if I'm not mistaken. 16 to go. I was close. Shot of Rowdy all over the back bumper of the 9, 2-car Stout Whiskey, all over the back of the 48, but you see the distance between the cars. Nobody is diving the car into the corner and forcing the issue. If they get a better run than the guy in the front, they'll take it coming off the corner rather than knocking them around getting into the corner. So this is exactly the way that you do it. Even if you got to check up a little bit, that's what you do. So these guys up front running very, very clean, very hard, and the more they stay in line, the more they're able to pull away from the cars behind. Definitely liking the paint scheme from that 83 as well. God, I miss the days of the side pan. Yeah, we used to be able to take side of the car. Unfortunately, those days are long past gone. It's either front, far chase cam, near chase cam, hood view, close hood view, or overhead. Um, so it's kind of unfortunate that we can't pan around the car and take a look at the paint schemes like we used to. 48 with a really good run to the nines inside, just unable to really take that anywhere. Nines, he's got a fast car. I think the 48 might be a little bit faster. Just hasn't been able to find a way to work his way on by the 9. Definitely gets off the corner a little bit faster than the 9, but the 9 really hugging the preferred line all the way around this track. 73 at Jay Quim. He's a bit further in. He's about mid pack right now. Looks like pretty good, nice looking paint scheme. Got those rookie stripes on there. If he does make it into Cup, that would suit him just fine. He would be an NNR Cup Series rookie. Again, Coey on pit road. Unfortunately, must have had something come up or decided he would back out and kind of spectate the race as well. 11 car Captain now underneath the 8 car of Cola. Captain should have the preferred line going into 3 and 4. A little bit of a shot there from the 14 getting into the corner. 11 down low, 8 up high. 11 should be able to get back in the gas, but because the 8 car was keeping him pinched down, he had to check up. Wasn't able to stay in the throttle that entire time. So these guys are going to continue to run side by side. 11 touched the line on the bottom just a little bit. That's going to break his momentum, and it's going to force the 8 car up a little bit higher. Track awareness by him to not get collected by the 11 once he bounced off that line. But Captain looked like he's doing a pretty good job. Again, 8 car is outside, so the 11 couldn't get back fully in the throttle. And here comes the 41 of Dan the Lawman. He wants to get into this little bit of a party here. Big pack of cars behind these guys until they can figure out who is exactly going to lead off the corner, as it looks like the 11th is finally going to be able to take that position. One of God Power with Jake Wims and company all around. There's the 12 of Tough to Pass. Says they've got about 7 laps of fuel left, so I'm going to imagine that their laps are pretty much winding down here in the last stage. Pretty sure it's the last stage. And let's see, at the line with Alfie York's stream here. Look, yep, 7 laps to go. So 6 laps of fuel, 7 laps to go. I wonder if everybody's paying attention to their fuel gauge. 88 of Just the Business. Now he's on pit road. .38 of Fatless Dig. He's down on the apron. I'm going to guess under that last pit stop, he did not pit. Because it looks like he is out of gas, really just coasting to the pit road entrance, and now he's at about a crawl and stop. So I'm not quite sure what's going on with Fatless Dig. There he's rolling a little bit again, but he had a little bit more momentum pulling into the pits. Hopefully the game brings him in. Now again picking up just a little bit of speed. So yeah, looks like Fatless might be able to make it down pit road. Like the leaders have really changed much 49 of Motorsport, 48 of Rowdy, 2 cars Stout Whiskey, 1, 2, 3. And then behind them, you guys still have the 83 of Matt Skillers. The 2 car's going to try to look down low, and I think he's going to have that line. 48 had nothing to defend. 48 might try to put a little bit of a crossover, but not going to happen right there. As let's see, Alpha York's coming across the line right now. 3 laps remaining, so we'll have to see if these 3 will actually be able to roll on. I know the 9 and the 2, they both got the wheel, they both have the shift, they have all that. They might be able to save a little bit of gas going through those corners. The 48 of Rowdy, his shifter is on order, so very soon he'll be able to do everything and save as much gas as these other guys. But I'm almost positive that at least the top 2 will be able to go all the way. That might have also been why the 48 ducked up high and let the 2 car go on by. He might just be trying to stay in the draft of the 2 car, knowing that he's got to save just a little bit of fuel. But if I was Rowdy, I would have done that a long time ago. 16 of Asbel now, giving the 33 a trip, a little bit of a push. There's the 88 of King Outbreak to his outside. These 2 definitely had their issues in the Xfinity and the Truck Series last season, but hopefully they let bygones be bygones. Come on out, brand new season, brand new rides, brand new series. It'd be good to see these guys actually duel it out. Mr. Cola now behind the 1 car of God Power. Up ahead is going to be the 11 of Captain. Another car working its way down pit road. Looks like that was going to be the 34 of Alpha York. A couple cars cutting the grass up here. And I'm going to guess that's the stage. Or that's actually the end of the race. So good job by all these guys. Definitely want to thank all y'all for coming out, hanging out, chatting it up. Definitely appreciate you. Again, this was just a test race, test race and test stream for the NNR Cup Series. Please be sure again to go on up, hit that follow button. Make sure that you leave notifications on so you know every time I live. And also on Twitter, please. Repeat 1975. If you follow me, I'll definitely follow you right back. If you like what you saw and you want to help out with the channel a little bit, definitely appreciate any subscriptions that come that way as well. And pretty soon we'll have another stream out there, and I believe that's going to be next week with the Cup guys. They're going to get another practice. The Xfinity guys will get another one. So will these. So will the Cup, Xfinity, and Truck. Will all have another practice next week. Dates and times are to be determined. So please, by all means, make sure you follow along here on Twitch, on Twitter, Facebook. NNRleague.com if you want to know more about the series and what we're doing. It's going to be a lot of fun. Definitely looking forward to the season kicking off. I'm not going to lie. It's been a nice little off season, but with the Fast Family League showdown going on and the occasional eSpark race and whatnot, last night's American Ethanol race, it's been pretty busy off season for me. But I'm, as always, I do this for the fun, no other reason. So until I see y'all around the track or elsewhere, please be safe, stay healthy, keep apart from people if you can, stop the spread of this corona crap, and I'll catch y'all around the track. Later, guys.